Welcome to the Non-Negotiable Living podcast, where we're building lives by design by creating non-negotiable habits around fitness, family, faith, and financial freedom.
Hey friends, I've got something on my heart today and I know it's going to ruffle some feathers, but I think some people need to hear it because I love you and I want your relationship to be successful and just put something new into perspective. So let's rip the Band-Aid off. Getting married is not permission to stop caring about yourself. Somewhere along the way, the idea of being comfortable in marriage turned into code for letting ourselves go, physically, emotionally, mentally. So many women just stop trying. They stop showing up with intention. They stop prioritizing their health and their confidence. And then we call it love and we call it getting settled in and comfortable with our spouse. But what it really is settling. Now, before you think I'm coming at you sideways, let me be clear. I get it. Life gets busy. Marriage is no joke. You're raising kids, you're working, you're running a household, and it's exhausting. And if you're anything like most women I work with, you're juggling more than anyone even realizes. But here's the thing. Being tired doesn't mean you check out from your relationship. Not on yourself, not on your partner, not on the life you promised to build together, and not on your kids. And it's not just about how you look, it's about how you feel. It's about what you're bringing to the relationship and to the table. Your confidence, your energy, your presence, your ability to still desire each other and be desired. So let me tell you something that might surprise you. There's studies that show that women who get married are 46% more likely to gain a significant amount of weight over that first 2-year span than women who don't get married, regardless of age. Now, before you roll your eyes or feel defensive, this isn't about being a certain size. This is about the shift that happens when we stop putting ourselves first, when we use marriage as the finish line instead of a starting line. You see it all the time in the media. People glamorizing the idea of a revenge body after breakup. You get dumped, you hit the gym, you clean up your nutrition, suddenly you're glowing and thriving and posting all the selfies as your best self. But you know what I think is more impressive? The women who get married and keep showing up for themselves. The women who don't stop caring. The women who says, this is the life I chose, this is the person I chose, and I'm going to keep bringing my best self to it. And from my perspective, that's not vanity and it's not selfish. That's respect for yourself, for your partner, for trying to keep your marriage alive and passionate and magnetic. And listen, I've worked with so many women who will say, well, my partner doesn't care what I look like. He loves me no matter what. And that's beautiful. But girl, do you love you? Do you love how you look and feel? Because it's not always about what our partner thinks. And yes, your partner loves you. But in the process of all of this, he's probably getting comfortable and gaining weight too. So you guys are loving each other as you slip into the comfort of letting yourself go. And we have to remember that this isn't just about pleasing somebody. This is about waking up in the morning and feeling like yourself, not hiding under baggy clothes. It's about feeling sexy, confident, grounded, and proud of who you are and taking care of yourself, even in the chaos. It's about being able to initiate intimacy with confidence. You know, so many people get married and they say, our sex life is non-existent. Well, if you've gained a significant amount of weight in the first 2 years of marriage, it's likely that you're not feeling real confident in your body and not wanting to be strutting around naked in front of your husband. Don't you think if you felt good in your body, you might be more willing to show up on the intimacy side? So let me ask you something. If the roles were reversed and your husband stopped trying, he stopped caring, he stopped prioritizing his health or his energy or your intimacy, how would you feel? And maybe that's the case. Maybe that's why you feel so comfortable doing it, because you feel like on that side, he's given up. He's not taking care of himself. He's gaining weight. He's doing all of these things too. So maybe that's it. But what I find is when women come into this program, they start to get healthy. And it encourages everybody in the household to get healthy. Their husband gets healthier. Their kids get healthier. And the reason is women are a foundation of a household. What we do, everybody follows suit. And if we choose health, the rest of the family chooses health too. Your standards don't stop at you, which can be a beautiful thing, but it's also incredibly dangerous if the standards you're setting in your household are not good. So marriage isn't an excuse to coast. It's a decision to keep showing up, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. And I say it all the time, you can't pour from an empty cup, but also you can't build a passionate, thriving marriage when one of you is running on fumes and resentful all the time and self-neglecting what you need. So here's your reminder today. You need to stay hot for your person, not out of pressure, not out of pride. We need to move our body, eat for energy, drink our water, get our sleep, and take care of ourselves so that we can show up in this life fully and enjoy our marriage and the intimacy that's supposed to come along with it. Sex is part of marriage, and if we start letting that slip away, then some of the foundations of what it's built off of start to dwindle. And then people wonder why they don't have a good marriage. They're not dating anymore. They're not setting time aside for each other. They're not spending any time away from their kids. They're not connecting one-on-one in a private setting ever. They're not having sex anymore. They're not communicating. That's not a marriage, or at least it shouldn't be. But when you start prioritizing your health and your future and showing up as the person you were in the dating phase before you got married, that person who was motivated and loved herself and took care of herself, when you do that, everything else is going to get better. Your mood, your connection, your patience, your sex life, your confidence. And most importantly, you start honoring that version of you that your partner fell in love with in the first place. And you still get to be that person. It doesn't have to change. We can't let comfort kill our chemistry. We can't let chaos kill our confidence. We can't let all these years slip by and forget that we still matter too. And the same goes for your husband. He should be showing up as his best self. He should be staying healthy for you. He should be taking care of his body. He shouldn't be falling into the comfort trap and showing up as this lazy, unmotivated husband that's gaining all this weight, not taking care of himself, not prioritizing himself, not pursuing you. There's an expectation that he shows up too. You guys promised each other forever, but that doesn't mean settling. That means showing up and choosing each other and choosing yourself over and over again. So no, this isn't about a revenge body. It's about a marriage body. Not just to impress the outside world. That's the cherry on top that people can look at you and say, damn, she's motivated. She works hard. She takes care of herself. But this is an investment in your future, in getting to show up for your kids, and getting to enjoy retirement with your husband. It's about so much more than just how we look. It's about how we get to live. And you deserve to feel good in your skin, not just on your wedding day, but every damn day after that. So that's it for today, ladies. I'm just going to leave you with that. And I love you. And I know that this might have stung a little bit for some of you, but the truth always hits where you need it. And we have to remember that we only get one go at this thing. We deserve to do it in a happy, healthy, confident body, and to keep showing up for our marriage, for our kids, for ourselves, as our best version of ourselves, because we don't get a do-over. So until next time, keep leaning into your non-negotiable habits. Keep prioritizing, staying on that track of happiness and health. Don't let it slip away. It's hard to get back from. And if that's where you're finding yourself, we have to remember that we have the power to choose which direction we take our life. So choose well.